Hi, my name is Carmen Kowalchuk, and I'm the owner of Elevated Experience Camping here at Willey West Campground. Today, we thought we would do a bit of a question and answer period with one of my crew members, Aiden. Hello, Aiden.
Hello.
As luck has turned out, we have a beautiful Sunday. We're down here doing our tree assessment at the end of our 2025 season. Rage. Security, Rage, and Edge decided to join this video, making sure they're scoping out, making sure nobody's coming into the campground while we're pulling down trees. But Aiden and I thought we'd take a break and do a bit of a question and answer period. So we're going to go back and forth asking each other questions. And yeah, I hope you guys learned something. So Aiden, what was your best wow moment this year in the 2025 camping season?
Definitely have to be some of the karaoke we had, especially during what weekend it was, where at first it looked like no one was showing up, and then suddenly the whole campground was there, and it was starting to get dark by the time we were wrapping up.
Mm-hmm. Yes, one thing that we do down here, Rage. One thing we do down here at Elevated Experience Camping is we do some pop-up special events, typically around our long weekends. And this year, karaoke was introduced at all of our long weekend special events. And yeah, they were a hit. Lots of fun. Some people could really sing and animate it, and it was a good time.
How much birds and wildlife are there around here?
So we're in a provincial park, so the birds and wildlife are somewhat protected here, but things do kind of morph every year, like vegetation and berries, wild berries especially. You can have wild raspberries one year, not the next, and different berries come in. Squirrels and chipmunks for sure. We always tell people not to feed them because they're quite assertive here. They're not afraid of anything. In fact, the stairs that Aiden and I are sitting on, they like to hide under here. And as soon as somebody leaves the ice cream parlor, they're in there stealing stuff. And they will carry something double their size. Deer, we see deer all the time in the campground. This year we did spot a cougar in pre-season, not during the season. And we have lots of bear sightings. But again, the bears don't come into the campground once there's customers because it's too busy. They just go down either the hill to the river or down by the bridge to the river. They're just looking for water. But those are kind of the main ones. Birds, as we all know, we have a bird bingo here, and Carmen's not the biggest bird fan. So I know we have lots of birds. I hear the crows and ravens mostly. But again, if you come down here, we encourage you to take one of our bird bingos. It's completely free. And once you've completed it, you can come up to the office and get a prize. So what was the most interesting thing, Aiden, somebody asked you or wanted from you this year?
Amount of times I've had people ask about the Wi-Fi.
Yes, we're deep in a valley, and a lot of time people ask for Wi-Fi. And I get we all get that we're in a technological world, but Wi-Fi, we want to stay committed that we want you as part of our mission and vision to fall in love with the outdoors again. Most of us have data plans that allow us to hotspot for important things that we do need to do with the internet, but we have so many activities and amenities down here, both free or for cost, that there's really no reason that you can't find something to do other than being plugged in. What is the most valuable lesson you've learned from you this year, Aiden?
Lesson morality, admit your mistakes.
Absolutely. I believe that 95% of decisions that either I wouldn't agree with or that possibly weren't the best for the organization can be reversed. And so I always say don't sweat the small stuff, but just come forward with it, because it is much easier to address and get the outcome that we all want sooner than later.
When will the campground be open for next season?
So the reservation system opens on Monday, January 12th at 9 a.m. And it is, again, 24/7 online assistance. There will be somebody available that day for phone calls, but it won't be all day and it will not be ongoing because our reservation system is very user-friendly, so there should not be a reason to call. If it is something you need information before January 12th when the reservation, please email us at info@wileywest.com by like January 1st or 2nd, because in the off season, it can take up to 5 to 10 business days to return emails. And then our official start date is April 30th, which I'm pretty sure is a Thursday. So we will open on Thursday, April 30th, and we will be open until Sunday, October 4th, 2026. So Aiden, what was the most interesting, so even though you worked in the ice cream parlor for the most part, you did do some maintenance. What was the tool that you enjoyed learning to use the most that made your life easier?
Pressure washer, the biggest part with our big red truck.
Mm-hmm. By the way, we call our fire truck Big Red because it's red and it's big.
And very handy with water.
Yes. We actually name all our vehicles around here. We have the Gator is for maintenance, and it's a John Deere product. Obviously, the tractor we call the tractor. My ATV gets called the ATV. The working ATV gets called the mule, and the golf cart is the golf cart. But we differentiate all our equipment very distinctly, so we all know what we're talking about down here.
How many people have asked you about the river?
Great question, Aiden. So from the questions I get about the North Saskatchewan River is that most people don't understand how a river works, that it flows, there's an undertow, there's quite a strong current. And so, yes, this area that we particularly have on the North Saskatchewan is non-swimmable. It is quite dangerous because of the current and the undertow. What people don't understand is that a lake is swimmable because it is a stagnant body of water. Rivers are very unpredictable. Weather, including rain, wind, even drought, can have a significant impact because it flows. The amount of debris, dangerous debris that you may not see on the surface, but underneath is quite great. So that's really the question. The question that I typically get asked is, can we bring our dinghies, or like, can my kids play on their pool noodles? I'm happy people do call, because there's many times every year that I go out and I see somebody with, their dollar store, Dollar Tree floaty devices, and I stop them and I'm like, you're not doing that on this river. So yes, always a learning opportunity there. We actually, and Willey West Campground is actually this an entrance point for search and rescue. So both search and rescue as well as the military does a lot of training right here on this part of the river. So you worked in the ice cream parlor. What was your top 3 favorite ice creams?
For sales or personally?
Both. Let's do both.
Sales would have had to been Moon Mist, Captain Cyclone, and the Reese's Pieces.
And personally?
Personally, Algonquin Canoe, Reese's, and Mint Fudge Trail.
Yes. We've had many talks about that. Moon Mist I never get, because it's like grape flavor and banana. Like, I know it looks cool for kids, but the flavor, selection for me is odd.
It's got the bubble gum in there that just overwhelms it.
Does it? Okay, is that what it is? Because, I'm just like, I know it's colorful and that's why kids get it, but I'm always like, man, the flavor profile is weird to me. So, your question.
How long have you had some of the vehicles here?
Great question. The oldest vehicle in the campground would be actually the Ford F-150. We've had that one since before we took over the campground here in 2020. It was purchased in 2018. Then it would go to, actually the original golf cart, believe it or not, 2 weeks into our very first year, burnt down. So that one's not here. So it would actually, the next vehicle would be the old golf cart that we sold last year because we went to an electric golf cart. Then it would be my ATV. Then it would be the 4Runner, Big Red, the tractor, the Gator, the new golf cart, and then the mule. Wow, that was a trick question. I had to really think about that. So yeah, one last question to you, Aiden. Why do you like working at Elevated Experience Camping?
I personally think it's a good working environment. Tons of opportunity to learn, get to know people, and enjoy the outdoors.
Awesome. Well, there's our question and answer period today, folks. Again, my name is Carmen Kowalchuk, and I'm the owner of Elevated Experience Camping here down at Willey West Campground in Brazeau County, Drayton Valley, rural Alberta. We really hope to see you in 2026. Again, reservations start January 12th, 2026, 9 a.m. Long weekends fill up very, very fast. Anyways, happy camping and hope to see you soon.